Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so I'm gonna conduct the top-down analysis of fucking M and Q here. So if we look at the 3 months, I'm not sure how to remove this shit. Certain option or whatever. Okay, so these past what this is a 3 month time frame, and all these candles reflect one day. 24 hours of price action. This is kind of reflective of what we've been seeing on a daily scale this past week. You know, the markets have been relatively slow, relatively rangy. There have been some. Let's look at the 1 month on a 4 hour candle. So there have been some strong moves. You know, like this is what. I'm not sure how many points it is. It's an 800 point move. I think these are the points, right? Tick move. I'm not sure, but these are large moves, right? On a daily basis, they're very large moves, right? I'm gonna see how Asia pans out right now. I mean, if you look at the 3 month time frame, there was a big rejection of the 3 month range over here. So this what is this? November, December, January, February, roughly 3 months, right? I guess on the 6th, we tried to break that range, right? Here's a big wick here, but it was pretty well rejected, right? What do I think happens Asia session? I think Asia session. Let's zoom in on. This is 3 months. It's going on a weekly, 5 days. I don't see why Asia session wouldn't continue ranging. This is the bottom of the 3 month range. I guess we're gonna see right now. Um, let's get a previous day profile in here, so we can know what's going on. This is one day, right? This is the last day. Today's the 8th. So last trading day was 6:30 over here. So the last trading day was the 6th of February. This is the last New York session. Let's see what happened here. So we kind of got a P shape going, right? Yesterday or last trading day, which was Friday. Let's make this 5,000 ticks. Right? I wouldn't say it's a P shape, but it's somewhat a double distribution here, right? Um, Obviously a very strong uptrend. So traded above VWAP. Strong uptrend here. Blue line to denote New York session Friday. So we just stayed above VWAP. We didn't even recenter, right? We just stayed above it. Um, there is a lot of nodes here, a lot of high volume nodes. I want to see if nightly is going to respect this POC over here. So I want to see if the nightly price when we open at 3 p.m. Pacific time is going to respect this level. If it does respect this fair value over here, I wouldn't hesitate to long up to yesterday's New York session high, but we'll see, right? Um, there are nodes it has to like dig through. Like it has to. Obviously, there's a node here, right? If we're gonna have to dig through that node on top of the POC, and we're gonna have to break all this volume here if we really want to continue the green trend, the bull rally, right? And the POC itself is another high volume node, right? So we're gonna see how it forms. So starting off the Asia session, right? Yeah, you can't do this trade shit without God, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, bro. God has his hand against you, you ain't gonna get nowhere, bro. Every single time I roll my account and spend it for 2 days, it's because I've been fucking sinning like crazy. I don't give a fuck, bro. But there is some virtue in logging journaling, right? This is it's a game of discipline. It's a game of all the tenets of most mainstream religions, right? You can't be a bitch in this shit. You gotta be disciplined, humble, faithful too, right? Because you need some fucking confidence within this shit, right? But anyways, I want to see how it moves off of this fair value rate. POC is essentially fair value rate. Let's hit some weekly levels up here. I'm gonna make my weekly levels orange. So this, remember, this pink line over here is the 3 months. Oh, it's 3 months bottom, bro. 3 months bottom. So yeah, we kind of just rejected that 3 months range bottom. Do I have 3 months range top? It's called top-down analysis. It's good to get the bigger picture, right? So larger pattern stripes, smaller patterns, right? I guess it depends on how you want to trade it. Larger price action is more influential on, I guess, a smaller price action, right? There are larger patterns that can't be completely neglected, right? So let's look at this weekly, right? So when you're making these levels, what you want to look for is like overlap. Like this is the previous week low. This is the low of the previous week, right? And this is the 3 month range bottom or low too. So there's a confluence there. This becomes a level of significance because there's two levels here that I've marked based off a volume profile approach, right? So this is pretty much the same approach. These volume profiles are 24-hour intervals within my weekly levels, just to get a better idea of rotations and whatnot. Each of these value areas is a rotation, right? This is where most of the rotation occurred within this highlighted zone, breaking this highlighted orange zone for the week means we broke the weekly range, and there is some volume developing here. Um, Yeah, this whole week we kind of just worked our way down to the range. This was the bottom of the weekly range on the fourth, you know, and we broke below it 2 days ago, the fifth. But last session, which was just the daytime, this is just the daytime, right? We're back in here. Well, we're testing the low rate. I mean, considering we've been ranging on the 3 month scale, right? I don't think it's far fetched to say it'll just go back in here. Uh, this is for 24 hours. This is just New York session. Let's make it 24 hours, right? So we're kind of back in there. We're back in it. We're putting volume up here. We broke value area low. Let's see if we continue this rotation because I saw this opposite pattern just last week. We had like roughly 4 days, 3 days, right, within the range, right? But then one day, right, we start rotating above it, and then we just came back and started forming these. So I do think we're just gonna range. So yesterday's fair value was within the weekly value area. So this suggests we're willing to trade within it again. So since we're at the bottom of it, I don't think a long is a bad idea. But let's see how it respects this fair value from the last session.